Last month I attended a morning meeting of a well-known networking group as a guest. As I listened to each of the participants give their commercials or elevator pitches, I began to notice that many of them started to sound the same. An example of one went something like this. On the surface this sounds like a pretty credible pitch. The only problem is that everyone was basically saying the same thing. This commercial fell into two common traps. This first is that it was filled with features and benefits, and the second is that it was told from a seller-centric perspective. Notice the use of we and I, and it failed to answer the most important question: what's in it for me as the buyer? Does your pitch sound something like this? In a sea of sameness, how can you stand out from your competition? Try using these 4 steps to craft a pitch that makes you sound even more credible and engaging to your buyer. Step 1. The opening. The opening of your pitch should be simple and to the point. State your name, company, title and a sentence or two describing your product or service. The above example does this pretty effectively. However, you might want to think about a particular area of expertise that your product or service focuses on. My name is John Smith, and I am the owner of ABC Web Designs. We are a full-service firm that specializes in website development for businesses in the food services industry. Step 2. Tell your story from another perspective. When I meet with restaurant owners like yourself, they typically tell me the following. Restaurant owners like yourself choose to work with us when they discover one of the following. Telling your story from a third-party perspective accomplishes 2 things. It lets the listener know that you have experience in working with people like them, and it quickly shifts the focus away from you. Step 3. Discuss the pains that your buyer might be experiencing at that moment. They are overwhelmed by all of the challenges running a restaurant, and they don't have time to manage a website. Or they are frustrated because their existing website doesn't provide them with the ability to determine how well their marketing strategies are driving customers to their site. People don't really know what it is that you do, and they don't care about features and benefits. What they are keenly aware of is the challenges they face each day. These need to be emotional and compelling challenges. Notice the use of emotional triggers, words like overwhelmed and frustrated. Step 4. Engage the listener. Now that you've described your business and the services that you provide, and you've touched on a few key problems that your buyers comes to you with, your next step is to turn your pitch into a conversation with a simple hook question. Do any of these resonate you? Or, as you think about your current website, do any of these things keep you up at night? Putting it all together, it sounds like this. Before any selling takes place, the first thing that has to happen is a conversation about them. Invest the time in creating a compelling, emotional and engaging pitch. Practice it and tweak it based on your audience, and you will start many more conversations than you end.